Let's go to that issue, which is the nub of the question as we look back on this 20th anniversary. Last month, President Biden withdrew all American troops from Afghanistan, and the Taliban seized Kabul in victory, something would have been hard to imagine when this story began. You had some very blunt comments about Biden's decision in an op-ed last month, calling it, I'm quoting here, tragic, dangerous, not in their interest or ours. And you said the decision was made in obedience to an imbecilic political slogan about ending the forever wars. It's rare that former prime ministers are that blunt. You feel it deeply. Unpack that for us. Explain what you mean about the unnecessary, tragic nature of this decision.
Yeah. So, let me first of all say to you that having been in a position of being a decision maker, I've got every sympathy with the people sitting in power today and having to take difficult decisions. And although I disagree with President Biden about this particular decision, President Biden's someone I like and respect. There are lots of things that he's doing on climate change, on COVID, across a range of issues of which I'm in full agreement and support. The reason I spoke so strongly about this is that I genuinely believe there was another way forward, that we could have continued to support the people of Afghanistan. I agree that he was left in a very difficult position because of the agreement of February 2020 between the previous administration and the Taliban. But I think it was of genuine strategic importance for us to recognize that despite all the problems, there actually had been real progress in Afghanistan. And many of the stories you hear out of Afghanistan today are a tribute to the fact that there actually was real progress there. And, I think the consequence of turning the country back to the Taliban, especially when you have the presence of Al-Qaeda there, you have the presence of the ISIS Khorasan group there, I fear for what that means in the future. So I do this, my criticism, we were 20 years there, the British with the Americans. My criticism is on this issue. It doesn't betoken any disrespect to the president. I understand how difficult it is, but I really worry about the consequences of the decision. Now, the most important thing now, because it's happened, I think the biggest single question now is what is the future of our policy towards the issue of this radical Islamism, and secondly, towards the creation of alliances in order to defeat it. And in a way, it's more productive now for me to concentrate on those two questions.